Hello Legacy students, this is Miss Marsh. Welcome to the only video you have to do this week. Today what we're going to focus on is solving proportions, so you're going to want to make sure you have your notebook today. Of course, you're going to want to have a pencil, because you're going to have to write notes, and a calculator is probably going to be needed. Something new this time that I created, every time that you need to write notes from a slide, you're going to see this pencil show up. It's going to be right in the right-hand corner. What you're going to want to do, that means, hey, you should write the notes down on this slide. Just wanted to add that for you guys. So a lot of you have been saying you have trouble finding out what notes to take. So what's the video on? Today we're going to solve and apply proportions. You've probably seen these problems before, so it shouldn't be too much new. First of all, vocabulary. So if you notice right here in this corner, you see the pencil. This means write this down. So the proportion is an equation that states two ratios, what we just were looking at, are equal. So 2/3 equals m over 7. Now, cross products. This is in a proportion when you have a over b equals c over d. The products AD and BC are called cross products. Now, why that is? Cross is going across, like that, across. So you see how I make an X? And the products, multiplication. So this would be A times D and B times C. Now, the cross products property says that I can make these cross products of a proportion are equal. So I could say AD, Miss Marsh can't do her letters today. AD equals BC. So I know that A times D equals B times C. We're going to use that a lot in this video today. So here's the first problem. What is the solution of the proportion 7 over 8 equals m over 12? Notice how there is a pencil in the corner. So what we're going to do to solve these problems, we're going to cross multiply. So I'm going to go across, I'm going to draw my little line here. Then I'm going to go across, I'm going to draw my line. So I'm going to go 7 times 12 equals 8 times m. So now, I need to find out what 7 and 12 is together, which I found is 84. And 8 times m is just 8m. So, I need to solve what m is. So, I'm going to divide by 8. And I get that m has to equal 10.0, or 10.5, excuse me. My pen is not cooperating. There. 10.5. I got that by dividing 84 by 8. Problem 2. What is the solution of the proportion? Y over 3 equals 3 over 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross multiply. Y times 5, so I'm going to get 5 times y. I'm going to write that nicer, so my number's in the front, so I can see that number right away. Then I'm going to go 3 times 3. So now I'm going to get 5y equals 3 times 3, which gives me 9. So what I need to do now is I need to get y alone. So I'm going to divide by 5. So I'm going to get y equals 9 over 5, because I can just leave it as that. Or if you want to kind of know what that actually is, it's 1 4/5. Or if you do your calculator, you would get 1.8. Any of those answers are acceptable. Problem 3. What is the solution of the proportion? Now, this one's a lot harder, because if you notice, we don't just have single numbers anymore. We actually have expressions on the top. But it's going to be the same way. We're going to cross multiply. So I'm going to go this times that, and then this times that. So I'm going to go b minus 8 times 4. So I'm going to write this as 4 times b minus 8. And that should be looking like something you've seen before. Over here, just like this side, we're going to go 5 times b plus 3. So I need to then distribute that 4. So I'm going to get 4b minus 32 equals 5b plus 15. So now what I need to do is I need to solve for B. So you should be thinking, Miss Marsh, we've actually done these kinds of problems before. So I'm going to add 32 to both sides. And I'm going to get 4b, 32 and negative 32 cancel. 5b plus 47. Now I need to subtract 5b from both sides. And I'm going to pop over here so I have more room. Negative b equals 47. Now, I need b to be positive. I can't have a negative. Right now, there is a little negative 1 right here. You can't see it very well, but he's there. So I need to divide by that negative 1. In essence, what I'm doing is I am flipping the signs of both sides. So to having a negative b, I get a positive b. Instead of having a positive 47, I get a negative 47. So b equals negative 47. Let's try one more problem that looks like this. So I have n over 5 equals 2n plus 4 divided by 6. So I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to get 6n equals 5 times 2n plus 4. So 6n, I got to distribute my 5 in. And I'm going to get 10n plus 20. So I need to get both n's to the same side. So this one, I notice I have this 10n over here and this 6n over here. So I'm going to subtract 10n from both sides. I get negative 4n equals 20. So I'm going to divide by negative 4. And I'm going to get n equals negative 5. Pretty simple, right? Now, some real world proportions. Notice how there's no pencil in the corner here. So you don't have to write this down. Make sure when you do real world problems, your numerators have the same units and the denominators have the same units. So if you notice here, I have miles over hours. So my other side must be miles over hours. Make sure you always, when you set these up, we always have miles over hours or miles over hours. We couldn't have miles over hours and hours over miles. That just doesn't work. So problem 5. A portable media player has 2 gigabytes of storage and can hold about 500 songs. A similar but larger media player has 80 gigabytes of storage. But how many songs can the larger media player hold? So what we're going to do, I'm going to go gigabytes over songs. That's how I'm going to set up my proportion. You could have gone songs over gigabytes. That's fine. So I'm going to go 2 gigabytes over 500 songs. That's what they gave me. My other one now, they say I have 80 gigabytes right here. But they don't know how many songs this can hold. So I'm going to say that's an X number of songs. So now, set it up just like normal. I'm going to multiply my numbers across. I'm going to get 2x equals 500 times 80, which is 40,000 songs. So now I'm going to divide by 2. And I get x equals 20,000 songs. That's the end of the video today. See you later.